Okay, I'm a little nervous. This hasn't happened in a long time. A long time, to be honest. Move some stuff around real quick. 1 second. I'm just gonna check see what the audio's like on the phone. So a little bit of my mic. Let's take a look. There we are. Got the audio relevance. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Alright, so this hasn't happened in a long time. I am freaking out, and I think whoever else is in here with me, I'm sorry that there's a bunch of noise. And let's see how this goes. It's been a while. I'm gonna like my own stream because it was a hard thing to decide to come back to do all this. So yeah, I'm gonna like it as much as I want. I don't know who's in here with me. Thank you for being here. You're cool. I'm not. So let's make this thing work out together. I'm gonna be soft resetting for the Dialga. Something a little easy, just to get back into the swing of things. I do have my favorite lo-fi music up right now. If there's anything you want to talk about, you let me know. I'm gonna be here, and my god, this new system update, I can actually see the chat on the screen. That's dope. It's kind of cool. I'm just a big fluffy man that really likes Pokemon, and honestly, it's probably way too much. Hope it's not shiny. So I have to move some stuff around real quick because I just realized all that'll get me banned. So let's move some stuff around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 3 more. 2, 3. Not all that. Sorry, I've been playing some other stuff. I'm a little surprised I was playing some other stuff. Oh, this is Pokemon, so just gonna put that there. And I need 1 more. So that way whoever sees this doesn't try to like, hey, you know what? That's not what you're here for. Alright, that ought to do it. There. myself in a long time. I've been really into like this metal lo-fi. It's been nice. I'm not headbanging or anything, but it's been pretty to listen to, if anything, you know. So this is gonna be a real cozy stream, nothing crazy, just me and me with me doing jack diddly poop. Ooh, that's funky. So weird to be back, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing this fun. I could not for the life of me remember how to get the bear back up. It sucks. I was really excited to have that one thing work out. So that way it would be like, hey, there's a big green bear on screen. That's him. So, same desk, different place, and I'll be moving in a couple weeks again. Because, you know, things weren't hard enough, so I had to find another place to live. But it's all good. I gotta take the good with the bad, like I was just saying. Lower down just slightly. I'm gonna lower down on my headset a little bit too, because I can't hear anything. I'm trying to figure out how I could drive my phone at the same time here, because everything is plugged in except my phone. Not such a bad thing. It's just gonna be me. I wanted to do this hunt all this time, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a couple resets here and there, and then I'm gonna regret it because the thumbnail, I bought that from a Etsy seller. The background, all that stuff over there, that looks like a deteriorating Parthenon. I thought it fit the stream very well with the whole destroyed buildings in this right here. I was like, hey, I'm gonna support a small business. So I paid like $2, and I got to download the image and be like, all right, I can use it. I'm pretty sure that person's like, hey, you paid for it, you know, a long time ago. Like, what the heck, man? And be like, hey, I'm still doing the hunt, so we're cool, right? I'll buy some more from you. Oh my god, speaking of buy, I saw the most awesome Game Boy Advance. It was beautiful. It's all on Reddit. It's a shiny Ho-Oh on the far left, and then it's like the burnt tower background all throughout it. And then on the far right, it's like a good amount of like, I'm not sure if it was forest or just even just part of the building. It was very well done. The Ho-Oh was shiny, the gradients, the coloring was superb. That was a weird word to use. But I was like, I even asked him, like, hey, so, is it for sale or something? And he's like, oh no, this is mine. I submitted it to give him custom artwork on it. And I was like, I got nervous because I asked, like, hey, buddy, you want to let me pay you for the rights to use it on the same thing? But he hadn't replied, and I was like, you know what? I'm not sure how he would feel about that. So I'm gonna delete this comment and be like, it's amazing, you're so lucky. And I was there. Social awkwardness and fear of talking to people is debilitating at times, y'all know that. I'm not the only one out here trying to not weird people out and then still weird people out. Goodness. Oh, by the way, that was not a toot or anything, I just Apparently, my shirt snuck up a little bit. My back got stuck to my chair. There I go, oversharing again. Oh my god, will there be one day where I'm normal? Probably not. Oh, so there's one thing I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it for me. It's not gonna be something I'll be able to monetize at any point in my life. I'm gonna be doing a Kirby playthrough. I'm gonna be naming it "Watch Me Stink at Games" because I'm not the best player of video games. I just really love them, and I will play the same things over and over. I tried something new, and I really liked it. It's not the most competitive thing in the world, but I've learned one thing about myself in the past, like 3 weeks. I really like Kirby. His games are fun. So I'm probably going to be doing a lot of that later on. A lot of, I want to do Nightmare in Dreamland. It's going to be hard to find that one. Because I played Magic, or something Mirrors. Magic Mirrors? Mystery of the Mirrors? Something like that. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank goodness that the Switch 2 actually has that game on there. And I'm like, alright, cool, let me play the other one. It's not on there, of course. So I was like, I really am not going to be doing anything that Nintendo doesn't like. As it is, they don't like us streaming it, period. You know how they are. They're like, well, why would you want to stream our stuff that we own? It's like, because I like the game, I want to play it. Well, don't stream it, even though you can, but you shouldn't, and don't do it. And I'm like, alright. So those ones will probably get taken down, but I'm going to be doing those streams just as a, hey, I'm having some fun right now. Hopefully what do they call them? I know they're called the Nintendo Ninjas, but Nintendas, Nintendos. Hopefully they don't be like, hey, so you're on stream right now, guess what? No thank you. Go away. I literally watched a stream of a boxing match where that happened, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to put myself in that position. I'm too much of a coward. I will step up to a man larger than myself because I'm not afraid of getting hurt. But legal things, I'm like, hey, buddy, why can't we all just get along, you know? Like, my wallet's already kind of not that thick. Why don't we not play with that? We can all just be friends. Alright, I was moving some stuff around and I don't think that's gonna work out. This is so weird to be back. I know I keep saying it, but it really is. Ooh. That's a heck of an entrance for a song. Oh. Got me too, some of my old favorites on here that I used to just jam out to. And even when I was driving in the truck, I would just start bumping them over there in El Paso. I have moved from my home. I am currently in another area. I'm doing a nursing contract again. I am much farther from anywhere that I've ever been. It was a little scary to be up here in the beginning, not gonna lie. I'm still adjusting. But it's good. It's been good. It'll continue to be good. So I am gonna keep pushing to become better and enjoy life a little bit more than I used to, because I'm currently still doing the whole I need to work like a madman thing. And honestly, it's not that I'm over it. It's just like, at what point do I get to actually enjoy things, you know? 35. I should be... man, it's always in my go-to, fly to Paris. That is, hands down, what I want to do I want to go to Paris, but I want to go to Paris once the whole bed bug situation is over with. Because I don't want to go over there and then get attacked. I already had enough of that in El Paso with the mosquitoes. Oh man. I was telling some people the other day, I was like, yeah, my old nickname, it wasn't the funnest nickname in the world, but it was still there. They used to call me Zika, because I would go to work and I would be covered in mosquito bites. My arms, I would have like 15 on each side, because I grew up next to a cotton plantation and a cotton plantation, like right next to both of them. Two separate owners. It's just like, there was always thousands, if not millions, of mosquitoes all year long. And I say all year long because it's like, yeah, once it gets cold, they would start to disappear. But my grandma was one of those that she loved to have plants inside, and she wouldn't let us wash out the water in them. I don't know why. So she would be growing her little mosquitoes, and they would be eating us in the wintertime. I know that some places are far worse off, like Alaska. There is no escaping those bad boys. Well, ladies, because, you know, the ones that bite. They're like 2-inch mosquitoes up there all year, forever, because they can live in any climate. Just the ones in El Paso get sleepy, so they're like, we'll take a few weeks off and then we'll be back to biting y'all. This new area, I haven't had to worry about that. I think I've had one bite since I got here. It's been beautiful. Not having to worry about it. My goodness, I have nothing to talk about. Oh man, I hadn't heard the song in so long. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I learned of the AI that you can make your own. I'm not gonna do it for the videos, of course. But music, I love lo-fi, I really do. It helps me really focus at work, and it helps me sleep when I get home, which seems like the exact opposite, but it distracts me enough where I'm just like locked in to what I need to do. So I feel like I'm gonna end up at one point using the service I found, making a bunch of different styles, some jazz, some metal, some soft rock, hip hop, just a whole bunch of lo-fi. And because I'll own them, I can stream them without having to worry about getting hit. Like right now I'm using a certain website, artlist.io. Hopefully they don't hit me again, because I was using them in the beginning, I wasn't paying them. And then I was like, okay, let me fix that. I just resubscribed today. And hopefully they're like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, before I started streaming, I gave you guys money, so please don't do this again. Because I had like 7 videos hit back in the day. Was it worth it? I don't know, honestly. I had to delete them anyways. Oh man, I'm such a doof. I'm sorry. So, there's a whole bunch of different people in the world. There are people who are pro certain things, there are people that are anti certain things, and I used to be anti certain things, but I moved to an area where I might need to own one of those certain things, and I was like, hey, you know, self-defense of the situation. So I went out into a protected area and was doing certain recreational things, not anything illegal, before anyone asks. That's not my style, it's not what I do. I'm too boring for any of that. We went into a safe, protected area. And it was, what are words that I can use without getting too obliterated? I was discharging some propulsion items to test to see what I would be capable of holding, taking, doing the thing. But I'm not gonna lie, I got extremely tired. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, which I was confused about. Okay, so the stream is showing up decent resolution-wise, but I would like for it to be a little sharper. I am still remembering how to do all this. I can't really mess with it right now because the stream's already going, but it's all good. I will have it fixed up a little bit better. I'm looking at it on my phone. It looks a little fuzzy. I'm not really one that, and I have always played everything on like the highest resolution I can. So it's not too bad, but I will be upping it later. So, my old streams, I used to talk about everything I do in my old job, and I wouldn't give away any information, just what happened. I haven't really had anything happen at this new place. This is more of a I'm gonna be able to go to school sort of situation. It's not as hectic. I mean, I have to work some long hours some days, which I'm already used to now. Been here since May 12th was my first day. Honestly, I've enjoying what I do. People are great. Made some new friends, and I'm actually really enjoying myself out here. I'm in a mountain town, not too far from Colorado. I actually drove to Colorado maybe about a month or so ago, and just to kind of say that I finally made it that far, because before this move I hadn't really gone too many places. I went to California when I was in high school, and I've gone camping in New Mexico several times. I went to Galveston, it was in Houston, in Texas. Wow, I am a super boring person. I've only been to like 4 states. I'm gonna fix that though. I'm definitely gonna fix that. Sounds cool. I will talk about one thing that happened. I'm not giving away any details. Like, of course, no names, no anything. We had a gentleman that it was caught on camera. You see him trip over his foot. Don't know how he did that. Smashed his face into metal, and they called for an emergency. But like, no, that's not really an emergency, but it is an emergency. So we're like, what? So we go, and we find this dude. His top lip, is in half. Yep. One side flapping to the left, one side flapping to the right. His teeth knocked back. I was like, bro, we're gonna start with this stuff now, huh? All these lovely, beautiful things we've talked about before, including that guy who died on the table. It's like, this is why my streams can never be children friendly, because I have brought up so many grotesque things. But it's like, hey, whatever. It's the fact that I still haven't flinched yet. I'm like, when I see it, I'm like, okay, I won't be like, oh crap, let's take care of this. One day, I'm gonna be like, yep, okay, I flinched, but so far, still hasn't happened. And he walked in, and it happened maybe a couple minutes before I got there at most. There's a female on the floor, and they're like, "Yep, she's breathing, but she's not responding." And I'm like, "Oh, great." So I grabbed all the crap, ran to the back, and you narcaned her twice, I think. And she started coming back, and we're like, "Okay, so what's going on? Talk to us. What'd you like? Give us your birthday." She's like, "Today," and I'm like, me thinking, okay, she's probably zonked out on something. That's she's already been out of it for a while. We're gonna have to call the ambulance. They had already done that. They ran away. We were just making sure she wasn't gonna crash out. So I'm doing the paperwork, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? Her birthday was actually that day. And I was like, that was a horrible gift. You got a free ride to the emergency room. Instead of being like, hey, yay, I'm free or something. It's like, nah, you're heading out. Poor thing. I'm just hoping she's doing better and she's not doing any, now I'm gonna say recreational things. All I'm gonna do is, all I'm gonna say is if I see her again, I'm gonna keep telling her the same thing I told her. I'm rooting for you, just clean it up. There's no reason for you to be passing out on your birthday. Just sitting here looking at the hole next to me. Yeah, you know that Mr. Loves Ho over here had to get that plushie when it came out. Such an awesome thing. Oh, actually, one thing I had talked about before, like, every time I get a piece of tech, I'm gonna try it out. I got a brand new headset where if they're made for sleep, I'm pretty sure the orange sound could, people are gonna be like, hey, I know what you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, but it's not sponsored. But I pay for everything that goes into these things. I would never even accept anything if I got offered anything, because it's like, go give it to someone who needs it. Me, I'm just here to chill with maybe the one or two people who will come in later on, and that's it. You just be chilling. But I bought them, tried them on, and I think for the first time in I don't know how long, I will not be hearing the upstairs neighbor. The one problem I always had at my old place too was I have to be downstairs because I'm very clumsy. My dumbass, this is another reason why it's no kids allowed in these. My big dumbass will be like, hey, look, stairs, ah! And then I'll just go down. Not on purpose, I'm just dumb. I'm very clumsy. That's always one thing, like, is it upstairs or downstairs? And I always curse myself because I could be the one making all the noise and sleep very soundly. All I can say is, the only revenge I can think of is I hope in the middle of the night they hear me snoring. Because I'm a big man who snores quite loud. Man, that's like the it's the smallest way to be petty, but it's still petty. Kind of sad. Yeah, it's all good though. I hadn't heard this in forever. Oh, and actually, I still want them. I got a Razer 7.1 set, and I was like, eventually I will use it when I get to start streaming. And I was like, you know what? I had to put them on because I was trying to do some work on the laptop, and I was like, I haven't done it forever. If I can get all the stuff I need to set up on the computer, and the switch, and the second monitor, and the lighting. And the lighting didn't matter. I wanted to make sure this still worked. If I can somehow remember how to do all this, I'm gonna stream tonight. And lo and behold, for the first time in a long time, Big Man's back. Of course, I still continue to name Big Man Teddy Ursa. I'm a giant teddy bear I've been told like 50,000 times. Oh, I'm getting a call, but I can't take it right now. I'll have to call him back a little later. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna lie, it's nice to be back though. Message. Oh, crap. The hang up already. So, okay, I might have to put myself on mute real quick. This is calming now, so 1 second. No, I know. I just he tried showing me when I was like 16. I didn't realize since I was 18. Yeah, it just takes a second.
I do apologize. That was. I got to talk to Mo for a little bit. Hadn't spoken to him all the time. Mm. There's one thing I've learned about the area I came from. It is full of capable people. But the thought process out there is so old school. It's like me, I've always been the kind of person who's like, okay, once I finally started getting my butt in gear, I was like, I'm not gonna stay in the same position forever. It's just not who I am. I'm gonna be productive. I'm gonna try to advance. And over there, they're like, oh, as long as you're working, it doesn't matter what you're doing for work. You could be working as a, then I'm not trying to talk smack to anybody in any profession, okay? You could be a street sweep, making $7 an hour, and they'll be like, oh yeah, great job, you're working. And I'm like, yeah, that's a temporary thing. Don't you want to try to be the the supervisor, the manager, district, something? Just move up. Over there, that area, it's like, no, you don't need to do that. You just work to barely take care of stuff and you're okay. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I've said on many streams before, you take the good with the bad. Over there, it's very family oriented, very rich, and wanting to take care of each other. Love it. But man, if you're not trying to move up on your own, many people are going to tell you not to. And they're not going to tell you because, because you're not going to be able to succeed. It's going to be a thing of like, no, you don't need to. Why would you want to? It's like, why do you want to hold something back? If I'm over here trying to get my life together and be a better person, then support that. Not everyone's like that. But I'd say at least 30%, which is a very large amount of people telling you don't do it just because you have something. In a city of almost 700,000, it's like, yikes. 700,000 people, and 30% are going to tell you, don't advance because there's no need. It's like, no, 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 no. I'm going to advance because I want to. I need to. I need to find what makes me a better me. I want to be able to. I don't want to have to split $7 for McDonald's between two people, which can't even do that much anymore. It might have back in 2014, but it doesn't do it now. Between two people, you usually spend $30 plus, and that's just for 2 meals. I want to be able to be like, hey, I got this. Don't worry. It's like, and I'm not saying this to quote, I'm not trying to be a douche. I went back to El Paso. And I was like, hey, you know what? I have to see my boys. I haven't seen them in a while. I want to hang out with them, take them out, just do the thing. I told them they're not giving me any money. They're not allowed to. This is just me and them hanging out. Dropped almost 400 at Top Golf, just whirling for a few hours, but we had a hell of a time just talking smack. It's like, yeah, I want to be in a position where it's like, yeah, I don't have to be like, oh, well, hey, well, you ordered this and you ordered that. It's like, no, no, no. If I'm going to push myself to better myself, I'm going to make sure that people around me are going to have a good time, are going to feel respected, going to feel cared for. Because that's how I was raised. Doesn't matter what's going on, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, well, put myself in debt. Because I'll tell you what, one of the jobs that I had, because I had a job, and it was okay to just have the job, I put myself in a lot of debt paying for my lunch every day. Oh, man. Never again will I do that. No, sir. You might be able to fool me once, but not twice. I'm going to pull myself out of that. It took years to get out of that. And thanks to some people, I was able to do that. And, yep. Make sure that your circle wants you to succeed. If there's someone in your circle that's just like, no, well, you can't do it because you can't. I'm not going to be like, hey, ditch them. I don't know who they are to you. It could be a family member, it could be a best friend, it could be, I don't know, a cousin, something. It's still family, of course, I know. But never, ever have someone put you in a position where they're belittling you like that. You do your best, and at the end of the day, you make sure that you become the best part of you. Enjoy that shit. Straight up. Doesn't matter if it's something even like a hobby. If it makes you happy, do it. If it costs a lot of money, I had to learn the hard way. I had to work really hard to be able to do stuff on the side. If you just want to devote yourself to something, go for it. Whatever's going to make you happy in the end. Because honestly, I had to devote myself to a lot of stuff here, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm happy just yet, but I'm getting there. And it's working for me. I'm finally getting there. And I hope that you guys surpass me. Whoever hears this in the future, I don't care who it is, I hope that you are like, hey, you were on something. I heard it, and I made sure that from that on, it doesn't matter if it was that moment on or even later on, years later, that it stuck with you to the point where you're like, I got this, and I know how I can get better. That's all I'm saying. I'm never going to be a person to be like, settle. It's just not me. I never want people around me to settle either. Because I'm like, if you know you can do it, and you know you can get more out of life for putting in the same effort, let's go, baby. Let's do it. had that little rant. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. We just, I don't know. I feel like that's why I'm back. I was very afraid of coming back and doing any of this. But I'm glad I did. Because my yappy self never shuts up. I feel good again. I'm at peace the way I used to be when I would just do my little hunts. Today's gonna be a quick stream. I just wanted to kind of get everything tested out, make sure everything was working. Because, you know, it was a lot to try to overcome the fear. Honestly, I'm not even sure I did a good check there. Let's see where the music is and continue. That one I think we heard. If anyone ever out there ever sees this, and for some reason stuck past the phone call or had it on mute and actually listened to what I had to say, thank you. I got nothing but love and respect for you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've done. As a jail and prison nurse, I've had to learn how to look past a lot of horrible things. You matter. Make sure that you know that. So I'm going to do 10 more checks, and then I'm going to check out. Starting now. Ooh, this one has bad words. That's crazy. I didn't know Lo-Fi had that shit. Yeah, I cuss too. I cuss a lot. This is one. And I don't know how I always do. You know what? I need to go to my favorites here. I'm gonna go way back to some music I used to listen to because oh my god, no, where is it? I'm gonna play this one, then I'm gonna, because I wanted to hear this one specifically. There you go. That's two. This is three. Crank it up just a little bit. 5. I don't know. I don't think today's the day. Give myself some love over here. I can't remember anymore. I think that's 6. Let's see what I'm talking about. I always lose counts because I'm always doing other things, and I'm like, what? Okay, we already heard it. Pretty sure this is 7. You know what? I'm gonna get down to this one. I like this song. You crank up the volume a little too. That's 8. That's 9. Last one. And you know me. I always lie. I'm like, oh, I'm only gonna do 10 more. Of course I'm gonna do 3 for good luck. Oh, alright, so let's put on my other one. That's wrong, man. It's a good way to render out the stream. Alright, and then we do 3. That's it. Ooh. I was hoping that the way back would be, hey, guess what? You grinded it out for so long. Here. I am going to be trying to get my 3DS modded. I have 2 of them. And I have a new 3DS, the one with the little C-stick that never got used in any game. I'm going to try to mod that one so I can put a capture card in it. I do want to do old school one. I do want to do old school Heart Gold. That is my all-time favorite Pokemon game. That the hunts can go on forever. The reason Hoenn was my favorite legendary is because it took me 3.5 years to get that shiny iron off, because I would spend weeks software setting that thing and nothing. So I take a couple of days off, maybe a week off, get right back to it. I think the longest stretch was a month. That's because I lost the cartridge. When I moved, I found it. I got right back to it. And about 6 months into that move, I got the damn hole. And it's been my favorite since. It was top tier. S rank. SSR. Super rare. When it comes to the shiny, it's just perfect. That was called my treasure for our Gold Rush. Last one. This will be the last one of the stream. After this, I'm going to nope out and be like, hey, nothing but love. Will it be this one where we get this turquoise Dialga? Teal, I don't know what the heck it is. I'm really hoping that this is it. Come on, come on. Never mind. Oh, so sad. Bleh. Yep. It's so sad. I could do one more. Ain't going anywhere. Literally the last one. After this, I'm gonna shut it down and allow myself to rest because there's never someone to sleep. And now I'm gonna go to my new fancy schmancy earbuds. Once again, this stream is brought to you by me. I don't have any sponsors, never will. I pay for everything. Alright, that's it. We're out. Out. Closed. Mañana. Es todo. Ya mero acabo, ya mero bone marrow, as I used to say and will continue to say. And I found my little clicker. Huh. That would have been nice during the stream. Wouldn't it have? We actually figure out how I'm doing. Well, I hope you have a good night. Please be safe. If you ever hear this, you are loved, respected. Everyone talk, hit me up, always free.